What's going on, guys? XQ420 here. You know what the deal is. You know how I get down when I come around. I am back. I'm in the building. I'm keeping things right, keeping them tight. No doubt. First time to the channel, stop hesitating. Subscribe button down there. Hit it for me for your daily dose of news and commentary with a twist from your boy. It is going to change your life. Trust me on this. Today's video. But we got a man up here. He's letting folks know, hey, y'all keep agitating people, you keep running up on folks, it's going to end badly for you. Let's jump into this. All right, article right here from the Blaze. Now my man right here says, at some point, they're going to sit at the wrong table. Black civil rights official predicts violence against protesters who harass diners. And man, is he not spot on. They going to come up to one of these folks and they going to lay them out. And I ain't going to have nothing to say about it. I'm just going to be like, oh, well, we'll move on to the next, right? Hit them on to the next. I mean, so I just shrug my shoulders, move on. There won't be no tears shed from me. It said a black civil rights official predicted to Fox and Friends Friday that violence awaits intimidators who've been harassing restaurant diners as part of protests against alleged racial injustice and police brutality. And he's spot on, because you know what? A lot of these folks, the only reason why they are bold and brave is because they're in a mob. But when somebody comes through and starts putting them things on them, probably pulls a weapon out, slay somebody out there? No, bud. They'd be moving on quick. You see how many of them are ready for that action. They scatter. Scatter like ants when you smash the ant hill. They just scurrying along. It's a whole bud. I thought y'all were ready for this action. No, bud. You see, they just think that, oh man, I got the number, so I'm going to be good. You see, somebody going to call their bluff, and they ain't going to be ready for it. So, Peter Kirsanow, a member of the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights, told the network that protesters who have been harassing easily picked on diners, many of them elderly, and I've seen that. For some reason they don't want to go up to, if there's some big burly dude over there, they don't want to run up on him because they know something might go down, but they'll go and try to run up on the older folks because you know why? Because they're cowards. They're pansies. That's all they are. They just out here making noise. They ain't wanting no change. They just ain't got nothing to do. Will soon overplay their hand. It's not going to end well at some point. At some point, they're going to sit at the wrong table, and it's going to have some violence. I mean, they come running up. Man might just pick. He might go straight up. What is it? The Equalizer, Denzel Washington. But man, straight up smashed the glass and rammed it in the jugular. Fire! It's like whoa. You have somebody out there recording. They'd be like, oh my God! But the man just took him out. I said, man, let's get out of here because the stuff's rough. So I'm gonna show you this quick video right here of back in St. Petersburg, Florida. It was two elderly diners harassed and threatened by protesters, which was this week. It was right after the announcement of the Breonna Taylor case, where they were just gonna give the one man the wonton and the other two guys nothing. So I'll put that clip up for you right now. Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Now y'all just saw that right there. It's like, bud, he got my man, he just rolled right up to the table, sit down, and said, bud, there's going to be one of the times that you come roll up on somebody's table, and the man just flipped the blade right out. I mean, just cut you right up. You'd be like, oh man, what'd you do that for? Bo, folk ain't going to take, man, there's too many people rolling up on folks right now, and people are jumpy. There's more and more guns being sold, But somebody just gonna pull out and just start dropping people. And like I said, man, they run up on people because they're like, oh man, I got the numbers. They ain't gonna do nothing. But they're gonna meet their match one day. Somebody gonna call their bluff, and they ain't gonna be ready for the war on the way to them. So the man said this type of behavior obviously is unjustified, but it's rationalized by these protesters. And they're not even protesters. They're intimidators, disruptors of the peace. In some cases, they engage in overt violence, but it's rationalized by them because of this false narrative of systemic racism and that cops are disproportionately shooting blacks. Spot on, my man. Spot on. All they just brainwash is what it is, and that's what's happened. That must be the reason why they wanted us to lock down, so they could sit everybody at the house and just continue to brainwash them. Look at this TV. Look at the mainstream media. They probably CNN and MSLSD, woke ESPN, all that stuff. And they're like, oh man, the black folk getting a bad rap. So now we got to go out and show people what's good. We gonna act the fool out here. And somebody gonna act the fool with you right here shortly. And so we saw that that video right there. That couple in St. Petersburg. And of course, they're talking about stand up, fight back. And I mean, folk out there just trying to have a nice dinner, man. Have a couple liquor drinks out there. I'm pretty sure it was a nice. It's probably about 75 down there in Florida. A nice afternoon. Want to sit outside, get a drink with your woman, have a meal? No, bud, can't do nothing. Cause folks out there aggravate. You got my man coming up with the I don't know what kind of horn he had. That was like from the late 16th century, like the war cry horn. I was like, man, you should have stood up and dropped him right there on the spot. What you should have did is fly out. Look, man, y'all gonna have to get out of here, okay? Because I'm getting irritated. All right, I'm just getting irritated, and bud, I don't want this to move to where it can move to. But it's going to move quickly for somebody shortly. And of course, if y'all couldn't hear it, the woman stands up quickly and she said, nope, this is my table. Bam. Tries to throw him out of the table. And of course, she's standing there. I'm pretty sure the husband was like, let's not get too far out there right now. But one activist can be heard telling the man, why don't you shut up? Who the F you think you're talking to? And that's before the first activist who stole a seat from the woman said, I'll knock your old ass boyfriend the F out. And they accused her of being a wild Karen in a natural effing habitat. What is that supposed to mean? Your natural habitat? What? Eating a meal on a nice night in Florida? Well, that's a pretty good habitat to be in. That's what I'm saying. It's and I heard one thing. It's you calling the cops? Well, yeah, because man, if I whoop you out here, then they're gonna take me to jail. And I thought about it. I thought about just taking this thing on myself. Now, I got to give my man DeSantis props because, bud, he's starting to come through and he's cutting the nonsense, and that's what I like to see. Man said if you're an agitator, now I think I just heard this yesterday, which would be Friday. So he's like, yeah, if you're an agitator, if you're harassing people, you're going to jail. It said, man, if you're standing out in the street, he's trying to pass a legislation where if they're just standing out in the street holding up traffic and they attack a car, I said, run them over and move on. We good. That's what I'm talking about, DeSantis. Look, get out of the street, bud. You start beating on my car, I'm going to run you over, man. That's all there is to it. A car ain't going to lose against a person. Let me tell you that right now. I don't care how small your car is, but you're going to take them out. And then on the third thing, man said, I'm lifting all restrictions and I am straight up banning places from being able to fine people for not wearing a mask. I'm like, good. Man's lifting restrictions from restaurants and bars. I said, dang, I ain't in Florida though. I'm still in North Carolina. So he's lifting restrictions. Man saying, I'm taking away, I'm making it where you can't fine people for not wearing a mask. Man said, man, we got to get over the nonsense and we got to stop with the BS because that's what it is. So in closing on this, my man right here, he's right, but he's right. Oh, what's his name? Peter Kirsanow. He's spot on. He's like, Bo, y'all just wait. Your day's coming where you run up on the right fella, and he just ain't gonna be feeling it that day. but you might be feeling it. You know what I'm saying? You might be feeling it. Now, I don't know how long you're going to feel it. Maybe you won't lose your life. Maybe you'll be able to hang around. But you might get whooped right out here in the street. And look, bud, I ain't coming. I ain't got a sad love song for you. There won't be a tear shed, not a single Indian one. Um, I won't. It won't be a rally for you. I just be like, good. Stop messing with folks, bud. Because that's what it's gonna take. It's unfortunate. Like I said, I ain't never about violence, but that's what it's gonna take to wake some folk up. When they start getting laid out in the street, they be like, man, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go back to the house and play video games. So y'all let me know what y'all think about in the comment section below. Man, folks can't even go out and have a meal, man. It's just out there getting agitated, folks yelling at them and stuff for eating. Why they at a diner? What's a diner? Can y'all let me know this? What's a restaurant and a diner got to do with anything? Why ain't you at the courthouse? At the police station? No, you at the diner. Messing with folks trying to eat a meal. This sounds about right, because that's, you figure that's the place where ain't nobody gonna fight back. But yeah, that might be coming one day. You might have somebody out there that got their black belt, brown belt, all kind of belts on them. You know, broke the glass, smashed your head in the table, jugular action, then moved on to the next one. You say, oh my goodness, this dude done equalized me right out here. Then John Wick me right out here. I mean, it'll just be what it is. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section below. As always, like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when I post in the future. I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.